Hey you guys, happy Friday. It is almost 10 o'clock. I'm not gonna preface this vlog or intro this vlog with anything other than I've missed you. Happy holidays, happy new year. How have you freaking been? It's been a minute. It has been an absolute minute, and I woke up today and I was like, you know what? Today's the day. We're doing it. Today's the day where I want to feel cute. Today's the day where I'm gonna vlog. Today's the day where I'm finally gonna open some packages that have been sitting in my PO box for a few months. Today's the day where I'm gonna bring you along and see what we get into. And I don't know when I'll post this vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna do a daily vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna do a weekend vlog. I don't know what's going on. What I do know is that it's Lunar New Year this weekend, so we're gonna celebrate. Yeah, Chinese New Year. We do celebrate, you guys. My kids, in case you didn't know, are Taiwanese, and it's kind of a big deal. So this morning, it's Friday, it's almost 10 o'clock. We are heading out to have breakfast with a bunch of girlfriends. It was Paola's birthday last Friday. Last Friday was her birthday, and we try to gather or meet once a month, and today's the day. So I was like, you know what, since it was her birthday, might as well bring her a present. I'm waiting for Idema to pull around front and pick me up. We are gonna carpool and have some breakfast. But you know, today I woke up and I was like, you know what, I wanna be extra. I don't wear much makeup anymore. Rather, I do wear makeup, but it's really just concealer, cream blush, cream highlight. Today I was like, no, we're doing this. And I have to admit, I have zero regrets. I feel great. I feel like I look great. Okay, we're having breakfast at like this normal place, and apparently I decided to dress up like it was date night. But you know what? I was talking to Idema about this. This is the year of me. This is the year where I say no with no explanation. This is the year that I say, okay, because I want to. It's the year of me. It's the year of where I learn who I am, why I am the way I am, why my inner child is so f***ed up. It is a year of self-discovery and self-acceptance. And just like it's the year of me, it's also the year where I kind of reflect on 2022. And if I were to summarize 2022, for me, it was a year of grief. It was a year where I lost a lot, and I have to properly process it. And it took me a long time. It took me a long time to accept the loss of Totopo. It took me a long time to accept the loss of relationships, potential careers. You know, it was a year of loss for a lot of us, especially in my household. I don't know if you feel the same way. And for me, 2023 is gonna be the year of the lotus, you know, the year of blooming through the dirt and the grime and the mud and the yuck. 2023 was a year where I drew my boundaries, and a lot of people were left outside of them. And 2023 is where I show myself that I can actually honor them, not just talk about them, not just, you know, loosely mention them, not just hypothesize or hypothetically mention what the benefit of these boundaries are. Like, actually enforce them. And sometimes when you draw boundaries, people, things, personality, characteristics about yourself, friendships, relationships, jobs, heck, musical taste, like the amount of things that get left outside of those boundaries that you draw. And it's a hard thing to process. That is real grief. And so it's so easy to talk about boundaries and the need for them and how important they are, but the most difficult part is unlearning behaviors that conflict with your boundaries and then enforcing them when it comes down to it. So let me peek out the window to make sure I'm not keeping my friend waiting. Oops, there she is. All right, we gotta go. I'll show you my breakfast, and if the girls want to see you and say hi, well, rather, if they don't mind saying hi, then I'll show you them, but I'll catch you later. So maybe I told Isabel if she would mind saying hi to the camera, and we might be having a minor panic attack. I wanted them to say hi to you guys, because if I missed you, you know, I want you to see my friends. So we're having breakfast at Benedict's. I'll link the restaurant down below, but you're gonna find out a lot about us with like the meals we chose, like how much food is sitting in front of me right now. Excuse me. Excuse me, is that a rum and coke? Oh. We got a Benedict, and then we got Balolis, and then Gina, and then Isabel. Hello, this is your moment.
I'm a child.
And then my food. This is my food. Just we're gonna eat now. You guys, good morning. Happy Monday. So we got through the weekend, shipped the kids off to school for today, and I'm like, okay, Mondays. What does your Monday look like? That's a huge. There was a tragedy. There was a major tragedy with my main finger. So Mondays for me are always my respite from the weekend, but also kind of like my catch-up day. So typically for me, when I was like still producing content regularly throughout the week, it was when I got the majority of my editing done, my planning, responding to emails, stuff like that. Now I ship the kids off to school, and it seems like even though I've cut back on my employment, somehow the housework has filled in the gaps. I'm like, how did I get it all done before when I had commitments and deadlines and, you know, a bunch of stuff lined up? Like how was I able to do it? Because it seems as though the less I do with my job, there's no gaps, there's no downtime. It still seems to get filled up with other stuff here at the house. So anyway, I took the kids to school, and we had the boys all weekend, which is very rare. We usually have them just one weekend a month. It's just some agreement we came up with after, you know, the big D word, not that one. And it just works out. You know, my co-parent has a very stressful, very corporate America job, and he's swamped during the weekdays. And so it just works out that way, that if we want to spend hands-on, really in-depth quality time with our children, it has to be this way. So anyway, it's worked out for us. And so now the one weekend we do have them, it's usually intense quality time. Like, it's all about the kids. So we celebrated Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year on Saturday. And then on Sunday, yesterday, we were just at home, completely comatose, eating all day. That's literally what our Sunday was. So I'm pretty sure you guys weren't interested in seeing that in the vlog. And so this, you guys, holy. So I'm overdue on doing an Amazon must-haves or Amazon favorites. And one of the items on that list is a vegetable peeler. So when my parents came to visit, well, when everyone, you guys, over the holidays, there were 10 people in my house for almost 8 days. It was bananas. So one of the things that I was like, you know, trying to be all exciting about with my family was my vegetable peeler. I was telling my sister-in-law and my mom, so I'm gonna put you guys right here. You're inside my spice cabinet right now with this like villainous lighting. So the one thing that I was excited about, and I was like, y'all need this vegetable peeler. My sister-in-law was like, oh my God, the vegetable peeler is the best. It's so amazing. It is amazing. If you guys are actual cooks, I don't mean like you cook to survive or you're barely navigating your way through the kitchen. And I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm trying to be realistic. This is a Japanese vegetable peeler. It's supposed to be loose like that. Makes it really easy and fast for you to peel whatever you need to peel. The number one rule that I have in the kitchen with my entire family, or whoever attempts to be in the kitchen and use my tools, is use whatever you want, as long as you use it properly. So if you're gonna use a knife, you have to use a cutting board. Don't be lazy, don't use a paper plate or a napkin or your hand. Like, if you're going to use my tools, the only rule is use them properly and safely. So of course, do as I say, not as I do. I was making ginger tea and peeling the zest off of a lemon, and instead of putting the lemon down and peeling away from me, I grabbed the lemon and I was going like this. And so I literally nicked the top part of my finger and the bottom, like, of my knuckle. So like I got the top and I got the bottom with this vegetable peeler. So needless to say that there is some DNA in the ginger tea that I am drinking at the moment. And also you need this vegetable peeler. So I will show you guys some footage or whatever when I do that Amazon video when I finally get to it, but I'll link this for now. If you guys do a lot of potatoes, carrots, I don't know, you just peel a bunch of this vegetable peeler is freaking amazing. It's longer than most vegetable peelers. So most vegetable peelers are about 2 inches. This one's at about 4. It's long, the blade runs on 2 sides and it swivels, so it doesn't matter what shape your vegetables or fruit are, it's gonna work, and it comes with the cover. How many times have you seen a vegetable peeler with a cover? I know, right? Anyway, so that's what happened here, and I guess the scary part was that it wouldn't stop bleeding. That was scary. So, oh, you guys wanna see? How do you know you're getting older? Because you're excited about things like vegetable peelers? Or, I need lighting for this. My new Lazy Susan, so that we can do family style meals. So I had a smaller Lazy Susan. It was the size of the diameter of this placemat, and it was just worthless because it only held this stuff here. But in order to like eat together at the table, we just have to leave the food on the stove or here on the counter. This thing, dude, oh my goodness. I don't know why I called you guys dude. California's coming out. So this is a 31 inch. Our table, I think, is 58 inches. So I wanted it to be big enough to actually matter, where it could hold family style food, but also big enough so that each of us could still have our individual place settings. So it wasn't like overwhelming. So anyway, I got this inspiration from all of our favorite Chinese food restaurants that we go to, which all do family style, and they have turntables on the table, and I kind of loved it. I told you guys it was Lunar New Year yesterday. These are my decorations. This is how you know I'm getting old. I'm almost 40 and I'm excited about a turntable on my dining room, on my dining breakfast table. We don't have a dining room, on our breakfast nook. All right, so today is Monday, and I thought I would end the vlog today with giving you guys a little update about what's going on and what we're up to. So we need to do some grocery shopping. I've been on this whole like extreme budget, save money adventure, I guess you can say. The recession, inflation, and my reduced income has really like put a kick in my step, where I'm like, you know, I could do better. I could definitely do better, and how am I gonna do that? So now when I can and when my schedule permits, I will do grocery shopping in person, or I'll do drive-up pickup at Walmart instead of doing just the deliveries. Because what I noticed with deliveries, it was just so easy to stay in the habit of shopping for the same items, as opposed to when I go in person, I can like see all of the brands of the same items. And that's really hard to do when you do delivery or pickup. So once I get a knack for the brands that are available, I can very easily do the drive-up pickups or the deliveries again, because I'll be exposed to other brands and maybe which ones are the same value or the same taste but more affordable or less expensive. I haven't had my coffee this morning, clearly, which is why my brain's a little foggy. So what I'm trying to say is I love the drive-up pickup and I love the delivery, and I still fully intend to do it. I mean, I still do it when like the kids have like a school project or something and they tell me last minute. But what I'm doing now is kind of exposing myself to the other products, the same type of products in other brands, and seeing if there's any other ones that we like over the ones that we're used to buying. So instead of being creatures of habit, now we can do a little bit more smart shopping or sensible shopping. Like the milk. We always get this milk, I think it's Oak Farms. And Oak Farms is organic and 2%. So can I find something that's similar but will save me $1 or $2? Does that make sense? I know it does. And I can only do that if I go in person, because I'm like a visual person. Obviously I can search on the site, I'm like organic milk, whatever, but I'm like, I don't know, have I seen that in person? I need to touch it for myself. I need to see it for myself first. So all of that to say is I need to do that this morning. So Wesley also has an ophthalmology appointment, and I haven't spoken to you guys probably since Halloween. And since Halloween, he's kind of taken a turn. For a while there, we were just kind of waiting for him to let us know that he was ready to be with his brother. But this dog, I mean, he's like Jean-Claude Van Damme. He has like 1,000 lives. He never gives up. And so he's he's doing better, but his eyes are doing worse. I don't know if you guys remember, but right before the pandemic, that March, he had cataract surgery because he had gone completely blind because of his diabetes. We did cataract surgery. He got his vision back, but his left eye had huge complications. Well, we were able to stabilize his left eye, and now he's having really bad complications with his right eye, to the degree where we had to basically kill his right eye. He didn't have it removed, but I'm afraid that that's probably our next step, and it upsets me because I want people to stop touching him. Like, I want him to just be able to relax and enjoy it and have a good quality of life, and I don't like all these like in-between steps, you know? And so I feel like we're doing these little... If he was human, obviously I'd want you to kill my eye first before you take it, but being that he is a dog and he already has total vision loss and he's already sundowning, like, what's the point of putting him through all that hell, you know? He's having now really bad complications with his right eye. He has total loss in one eye and then the other eye is like crappy. So we couldn't get his glaucoma under control. They had to kill his eye, and now his eye's looking all kinds of yucker knuckers. Like, pretty sure you're not supposed to have that weird flappy skin and hole on your eyeball, you know? He's not complaining and he's not acting weird and he's not acting like he's in pain. Historically, he's always been stoic, but when things get super terrible, he usually is able to tell us. And then Ernie got really sick on us. We couldn't figure out what was wrong with her, so we had to take her to the vet. Turns out she also has Cushing's and really bad, like, severe allergies, to the point where she like causes herself these like horrible infections. It's just been like one thing after another, you know? And it's always the same thing. I think when I give myself room to breathe and to exist in my day-to-day life, it's like opening the floodgates. It almost feels like, do I just keep going? This is my spot. This is like my vent corner where I talk to you guys, and I feel like I'm on loop, where I'm like the kids, the co-parents, the this, the whatever, marriage, it's always something. And I don't remember, maybe it's PTSD or something, but I don't remember pre-pandemic having that feeling of, well, we'll get through this, it's just a phase. I feel like that's when it started. Well, once this goes away, once this resolves itself, once this, but it's perpetual. So I don't know what to do, man. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys, oh, am I shaking you up? It's this table. It's like a really nice standing up desk, but you know what I mean? Anyway, it's not an earthquake. It's just me being very abrasive, as usual. I wanted to open 2 packages that were sitting at my P.O. box for a very long time, and I feel kind of like a jerk because I picked them up and I intentionally did not open them. I've been wanting to open them, but I can't because that would not be nice. I want to thank you guys properly. So sorry about the shake. Because I'm getting my items out. I wish I could put you guys somewhere else where you wouldn't feel so much of the shaky shakes. So we have 2 packages, and I really, really wanted to open them on camera because I knew just from who they were from or the stickers on the packaging that they would be super cute. So I don't know if I've talked to you guys about our friend ERIKA. So ERIKA is a subscriber. Oh, I can just open it this way. Is a subscriber that is in the military, and every time she moves, she sends us really cute stuff. So right now I think they're in Japan. So she sent us that beautiful cross stitch. Actually, I think you could probably see it. It's up. Let's see. Right there, up in that top corner, is ERIKA's. I think that was from her. She sends us Christmas cards every holiday, and she had a baby with us, basically, and so we have a Coffee Break Panda baby. She moved to Japan, and she's so, oh, here, I'm over here trying to explain it to you guys, and look, I mean, baby's like, what, 3 now? Oh my goodness! This is a little Coffee Break family. It's so cool seeing you guys grow with us because my family has grown with you guys. Mateo was 2 when I started YouTube, 1 or 2, maybe 1. And I was pregnant with Daniel on YouTube, had Daniel on YouTube. So it's been like a decade. I should probably take God's clue and just peace out gracefully. She sent us some treats from Japan. Hope your holiday is filled with love and laughter. I love you, Erica. Always thinking about us. I mean, tried and true. There are so many of you guys that are so loyal to us and worry about us, and just know that anytime that we are under the radar, it's because life is getting hectic and we're just honoring it. But I appreciate you guys checking in on us. So there's a bunch of little, look at this. My boys are gonna have a ball with this. I've showed you guys, I think, on the vlogs before, where we do like taste testing and we try snacks from other countries. And so we actually just did that with Mexican candy the other day. Mateo was like, I want to try a pulparindo, I want to try this. And I was like, what are you talking about? That's like, for me, that's like saying a Hershey's bar Kit Kat, you know, because it's the stuff we grew up on. But look at the little soda cans. So funny, because no, they haven't actually tried them, because I'm like, oh, they're spicy. I actually use these toothpicks, these like little bento picks, in their lunch boxes for when I pack their lunches for school. So they are gonna have a ball. Oh, look, my Melody. How cute. Thank you so much for thinking about us. Actually, maybe we can try this today and I'll throw it in the vlog. Let's do that. So when I pick up the kids from school, we'll have dinner, and then after dinner we'll do a little taste test, and I'll include it in this vlog, and that'll be super cool, nice and full circle. This box here is from, I swore I was gonna keep this short, you guys, and my camera's already like, no battery. Let's practice. I think about my mom every day, the older I get, because I'm like, gosh, I'm getting old. And I don't mean old in like a complainy way, but like your body starts to change. Your brain, the way you think, how quick you are, how you respond to things. You know, I had to open this on camera. I'm sorry, but there's like Karopi, Peckle, Pachacos on the package. So this package is from SHAY. Your last name sounds familiar. I think her last name, oh, it's her birthday present. Oh my goodness, I didn't share my birthday with you guys either. I've been gone. I didn't do my birthday, we didn't do Christmas, Thanksgiving, everything, all the holidays. Mateo's birthday was last week. Oh, I have to show you what I did for his birthday. So, oh my goodness. I think we've spoken before. Her last name sounds familiar, like maybe it's a screen name and we've chatted before. I bet we have. I've been a follower since 2016. I've watched all your content, probably some twice. I just wanted to let you know that you've been such a blessing in my life. Positive stress relieving outlet that always cheers me up. You know, every time I say, this is it, I can't come back, I'm way too sensitive for this job, like I can't hack it, and I see my numbers and my analytics and they're all like bad. I'm like, what's the point in coming back when I'm obviously not doing well? And then I get these little reminders that it doesn't matter how little you do or you feel you do, it's massive in other people's lives. You know, to you it might feel small and insignificant, or like you're not doing well or you're not doing enough. But what is little and insignificant to you might be big and huge and life-changing for other people. So I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for it's so little. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm crying because I'm being emo, but now I'm crying because it's so cute. It's a mini casserole. Oh my god, stop it. And it's real, like it's actually for cooking. I just want to play with it. Mina. Oh, it makes me miss Bubble. Look, it's a little... Shut up! Oh my gosh, Shay, we're best friends now. Look at this. I don't even want to open the other one. This is already like the highlight of my entire year. Do you understand how little this is? I know I'm a behemoth monster and I'm very tall, but oh, it's a real little. I can't. Oh my god, I can use like my little measure. Okay, this is... I'm gonna stop because I'm already ahead. Okay, now what's in here? Is this little too? Stop it. Oh, it's a loaf pan. Could you imagine making a loaf in here? It'll be a little loaf, and then it'll be a little casserole, and a little loaf, and the little pan. You know, I wasn't even gonna vlog today. I vlogged Friday because I was feeling amazing, and I was like, I miss my pandas, I wanna catch up. And this morning I was like, oh, I'm no good. I am no good when I feel this way. I'm no good to my pandas. I'm no good to my family. Like, I feel like I'm constantly coming up for air, you know? And hanging out with the girls on Friday, it really was an awakening, or a valve release on a pressure cooker is what I was telling them, where like we're all going through stuff at all times. In any given moment, every single person is fighting these battles that not everyone knows about. Like, you know, for me, it's been a lot of grief with relationships, grief with my dogs, grief with just family. And it's a lot to carry. And I feel so guilty, like, giving you my grief, because I know a lot of you are like me, where if I share something that's upsetting me, or a way that someone has broken my heart, or just you hold it for me. And I don't want to do that. Like, I need to navigate through this, and I need to honor it and let it have its space to breathe. And I've gotten into the habit of like taking my grief, packing it up, and then like moving it in with me instead of unpacking it and letting it go. And so we're a family that's consumed with grief right now, and I think we've gotten to the point where we accept it, and now we're accepting our new reality, and that takes time, you know, it takes a moment. And so I want to be able to do this and to be a blessing to you, and to be respite from your day to day, and to make you smile, make you laugh, or at least, you know, distract you with our silliness, and not give you my yucky feelings to hold for me. And I know that's not my responsibility. I can't tell you what to do with it, but I also know that we've created such a powerful community that does that for one another, and it makes me feel responsible. And I want to try my best to give you quality content, but also a quality person that is an asset to your life and not a deficit. So ERIKA and SHAY, you guys, I wasn't going to vlog today, and I am so glad I did. God is good, man. He is constantly poking me and like, hello, get it together, sister. Okay, there are two more things that I want to share with you before I get started with my day. So I just realized that I've done all of this footage with bras in the background. And while I felt compelled to quickly hide them in shame and re-record this, I realized that's not who I am. That's not how we've run this channel. In fact, we've done worse. We've done worse around here, so I'm just gonna leave them there. These are bras that I bought at Victoria's Secret right after my explant surgery. I've worn them like twice. So I realized, oh my God, I have no projection. I don't need underwire. So I wore them like once, maybe twice. And I've wanted to put them on my Poshmark because y'all, Victoria's Secret bras are like $60. It's weird, right? Is it weird? I mean, it's not like it's underwear, it's bras. And they're basically, anyway, I don't know why we're getting into this. So I said I wanted to show you guys two more things. The first one is Mateo just had his birthday, and I wanted to share this specifically because a lot of you have expressed having a son or daughter similar to what I've described Mateo to be, or what you've seen for yourselves, or you have a child and you didn't like, family planning wasn't something that you were supposed to think about before you started to have babies, and realize, oh my God, I had my kid right after Christmas. What the heck do I get him? And this is a child that the outpour of love and attention comes in from every direction. So trying to find a gift 2 weeks after Christmas is incredibly difficult. However, my son's number one, primary, probably only love language is quality time. So as I sat there puzzled, I came up with this idea, and I've seen this idea before on Valentine's Day for your significant others, where it's like a blank coupon book and you write in there like 1 hour massage, date night of your choice, or whatever. And I thought that would be really a brilliant idea for a child, because they love quality time. They want you to sit on the floor and play Legos with them. I took one of my favorite pictures of him and I turned it into a cartoon, and I did his own little coupon book. And basically what it is, and this might also help you if you are a blended family or a divorced family where you don't have your children 100% of the time, so you could really maximize the time that you spend together. I did little rules in here because, you know, my son is neurodivergent and he is going to find a loophole and a way to maximize the majority value or worth of everything that you put in his direction. Did rules like your coupons expire on your 12th birthday, so you have a whole year to use them. Remember to say please and thank you. You have to have fun, and you can only use 1 coupon per week unless we agree in advance. And the reason that I said that is because some of them require planning. So for example, there's one where I say Mateo's Cafe. And for us, Mateo's Cafe is when he makes us dinner. And he's a brilliant child, a very fast learner, and he can cook. He can actually cook. However, he can't go to the store and buy steak. So it requires a lot of planning. So what I did to help us with that is I put in tiny little calendars on the days where he's with us, day and night. And so if he wants to do something, he can kind of put it in the calendar, we'll agree on it and lock it down and then get it done. So I did things like an hour of Switch with mom. We get to watch a movie together. He gets to pick. So we all have to sit there and watch a movie with him. An hour of board games, trip to Target with 50 bucks. So we'll take him to Target and he gets $50 and he can buy whatever he wants. I'll bring him lunch to school and I'll sit with him and eat lunch with him at school. An hour of soccer outside. Staying up till 11. Let's skip dessert and go 2, and then he has to pick either Brahms or Andes. There's a little expiration date at the bottom, which I'll fill out with like Sharpies so that it's permanent. This is a lunch of your choice with his grandparents. So he'll text his grandparents and say, I want to redeem this coupon. And of course, I talked to them about this in advance. They thought it was a great idea. An hour of art. So just to give you an idea, a sleepover with mom and little brother, a mystery gift, no exchanges. I don't know. I thought it was really cute. I hope that you guys can see it. I just completely did it on my own. I used PicMonkey. It's just a template that I designed, and then I just copied it over and over and changed the words. And then I laminated it with, hold please. I laminated it on my own at home. So I have this little laminator. I think it was like, sorry, earthquake again. So you get thermal laminating pouches like that. These are from Scotch, that popular tape brand. And this little laminator, it warms up in like 30 seconds. It's like, I think if you get the laminating sheets and the laminator, it's like 40 bucks. It is one of the best investments that I have ever done. I use it in my classroom all the time, and it's foolproof. It's easy to use. I mean, your kids could even use it. So you're limited to the size of what you can laminate because it's only a full sheet. But I mean, it's very handy. I wanted to share that with you guys in case you have, you know, a child like mine or right after Christmas. And here's the other thing. I spoke to you guys at the beginning of this section of the vlog where I said, hey, you know what? We're in the middle of a recession. I have not been working as much as I should be. And so I grew up, and I've told you this a million times, I grew up very, very, very poor, like food bank poor. And so I know what it's like to use the same ingredients and cook 7 different meals with them because it's all we have. I know what it's like to eat bean sandwiches for dinner because we didn't have money, or lying to our landlord why we don't have rent money as a 7-year-old. And so I'm very familiar with what that's like. And my kids are so privileged and so lucky that they don't have to experience that. But I also think that they're lucky and fortunate to have a mom like me that remembers what that was like. So I don't want to raise children that are entitled or demanding, or that they don't realize how fortunate they are. I want them to know how fortunate they are. And with a gift like this, not only does it teach Mateo the importance and the value of quality time and how that doesn't have a price, but for me as a mom that's stressed out about our finances, I don't have to buy him his gift all at once. I can space this out, and if he wants to get the new Switch game, he'll get a new Switch game, and then a few months later we can do the Target $50 trip to Target. So while this may cost more money in the bigger picture, when you do the bit by bit or the bite by bite, it's not. So up front, it's not that much. It's almost like leasing a car, you know? You're gonna do the investment, a little bit investment in the beginning and making it, and then you just do your little payments along the way. And is it really payments when you're just spending time with one of your kids? I mean, it's wonderful, you know? Let me turn off Roomba because she's really loud. I don't know if you guys can hear her.